After years of discrimination and oppression, minority groups and communities are finally being given a chance by Rise Mzansi. Leaders of traditional healers, members of the queer community, and people living with disabilities say they have new hope that change is on the cards.
Perhaps this daily reality is a check for us on how much more easier it is for us to actually get access to drugs or alcohol rather than get help writing our CV. We live in a democracy where the idea of freedom has never crossed the barrier of promise. But now, the rising tides of change is upon us.
For us to build an inclusive society means that there has to be constant engagement to realize non-racialism, to realize non-sexism, but to make sure that we're bringing everyone along with us. And so whether you're speaking from the side of rural areas or urban areas, township areas or the communities of the north, so to speak, if you come from Joburg, whether you're speaking about sectoral groups. So I myself have engaged groups across gender, across geography, across the various settings that we have. Civil society has been a big part of that. And you'd see that organized groups, the Blind Association of South Africa, we've organized in Welkom, in fact, there's a group there who's dealt with LGBTQI issues and how they've brought along many of those members of society. So it's never an end for us here. It's only the beginning. And the continuation of engagements will happen as Rise continues to make inroads across society.
When power goes off for 4 hours instead of 6 hours per day, we celebrate and say the government has done well. In the city of Johannesburg, we have become used to homeless South Africans directing traffic during load shedding. We are being conditioned to watch and do nothing while our country gets destroyed in front of our eyes. And we must not let that happen.
A friend of mine from Fisher told me about this program. She said that this program helps people with disabilities, with all kinds of disabilities. They give them, they place them in the unemployment fund, so that they can be able to provide for their families and for themselves.
There are quite a lot of challenges that we do face as a queer community, because one, we do not have enough facilities whereby if, for instance, if I get sick, I have to go to a public hospital and I have to explain myself in terms of my sexuality. For instance, some nurses would not want to attend to me quickly, but they would maybe ask me so many questions. So, okay, are you a recipient? Are you a bottom? Are you a top? Am I a versatile? Those kind of things. So I feel that with the Rise, we can have at least better facilities that are meant for the queer category, for the queer LGBTQI+ family, so to say.
Fortunately enough, and we are happy that Rise is the first political party that we see the traditional healers in numbers. Yes, so now we believe that Rise is going to change the mindset of how people are thinking about the traditional health practitioners. What I'm looking for, I think Rise must help the traditional health system to recognize the traditional healers, to remove that stigma that most of our people have against our healers. I will definitely recommend it, especially on our fellow traditional healers of South Africa, to say you must vote for Rise. We need to rise again. We need to bring back our dignity. We need to bring back our dignity as the traditional health practitioners, and we need to uplift the THP Act number 22 of 2007, and we just need to be equal to other religious leaders.
Speaking to people in small numbers and big numbers, laughing at us saying we cannot fill a big venue. Look at all of you today.